First, install door leaf. Let's turn the door leaf over and take a look. Use brackets on the back of the door leaf. Match it to the hole on the side of the door leaf. Use hard tools or pliers. Pound in. Make sure there is no gap between bracket and door leaf. Then the other side is the same. Then pound it in. Next, install little iron horn. This is the smallest screw installed by the small iron angle. There is a small hole under this door leaf. Use the smallest screws. Fix it through the small iron corner hole. If some manufacturers are not equipped with this small iron corner, you don't need to install it. Next, install baffles. Baffles come in both wide and narrow sizes. This baffle has no holes. Snap the baffle into the groove of brackets. Insert this in. The same is true for the wider baffle inserted above. Put up the flip door. Use 1.2 smallest screws. Fixed baffles through holes on the side. Pay attention here. The baffles do not come with any pre-drilled holes. Freehand drilling is required. Same installation on the other side. Pay attention here. If the screws are not screwed in straight, the board may crack. Even if the board cracks, it will not affect its use. Just install it normally. Next, install door handle. Find handles and yellow flathead screws. The screw goes through the hole in door leaf. Install door handles. Look at the hole on the back of door handle. Just align and screw on. After tightening the screws, stand the flip-down door upright. Find the iron shaft. Insert the long head into the hole. This is iron rotating shaft. Plug it into this circular septum. Same installation on the other side. If it can be plugged in, use a hammer or other tools to tap it into place. Pay attention to the bracket. There should have no gap between the bracket and this door leaf. Then we can install iron shafts. Side panels are divided into dark gray and light gray. Okay, next, find the side panels. There are 2 dark gray side panels and 2 light gray side panels. Find a pair of dark gray and light side panels and stand it up. Use little wooden sticks. Plug it in through this hole in side panels. Connecting the 2 side panels. Just connect it to the middle without a gap. Then pat. Then the side panel on the other side is also installed in the same way. Pay attention here. On both dark side panels and light side panels, they have this kind of large hole. The holes are symmetrical. This belongs to a group. This hole position is corresponding. This is a set of boards. You can take a look. There are 2 small ones on it. The holes are symmetrical. Next, install black screw. Find the black screw. Installed on side panels. Places with white pre-buried holes. You only need to screw in the threaded part at the bottom of the black rod screw. Put all the places with white pre-buried bitterness. All installed with black screws. Next, install door stall. Find the door stop. Then you can see on the side panel, there is this kind of hole with this large hole position. Install the door stop at the position of the large round hole. Use tools to knock in. Then find the middle ring body. It is also the same to install door stalls. 3 larger holes. Flip it over. You can see that there is also a position for the door to stall on this side. Next, install slide rails. Turn slide over, pull it out. There is a black knot. You can pull this summary out. We will first use the section of the slide rail with 2 segments, installed into this middle ring body. This is a separate door stop on central. Separate door stop side. There are 2 holes for installing the slide rails. Please allow a finger's width of distance between edges and slides. Set aside a finger width of distance. Corresponds to reserved holes, fixed with the smallest screws. Well, the direction of this slide, it's on the edged side. And there's a door stop on this side. Slide to this side. Next, find the other slide. Same idea. Turn the slide over. Pull out the black bar. Then find the spliced ring body. The spliced side panel has 2 small holes. Use 1 point to screws. The slide is fixed through small holes. Set aside a finger width of distance. The rails run towards the light gray board. Okay, so side panels are installed. Next, install drawers. Find these panels with grooves. For boards with grooves. First, get the door leaf. Use door handle. With yellow flathead screws. Fix the handle on door leaf. After fixing the door handle, turn door leaf over. Then use black screws. The black screw is fixed to the white embedded hole position. Because it is more convenient and fast for us to record videos. So we are using electric screwdrivers. We strongly recommend using manual screws for personal installations. Well, next install side panels. Then find left and right side panels. Drawer side panel. Plug it into the black screw. We have left 2 large round holes on the outside. Side panel grooves aligned with grooves in this panel. It's all corresponding. Then in large round holes, put in the eccentric wheel. When installing the eccentric wheel, pay attention to the direction of the opening. Rotate to the right to lock it in place. stopping when you feel resistance. Ensure it is completely aligned with the board on the same horizontal plane. Next, we find the bottom sheet. Insert it into the groove. Then install the drawer back panel. Use this 3.5 long pointed screw. Fix it through this hole on the side. Same installation on both sides. Stand the drawer upright. Find the other part of slide. This is a small section that was just extracted. The side with the top end shape should face the door panel. Use the smallest screws. Align with holes and fix them. Same installation method on both sides. The side with the top end shape should face the door panel. Drawer is installed. Next, find top plate and bottom base plate. The board has many reserved holes with white rubber rings. These are upper and lower top plates. Then turn it over to distinguish. Well, with a lot of these holes. This board is base plate. Then this one has no holes. This is the top plate. Then find cabinet legs. Use 1.5 screws. 1.5 centimeter screws are used to fix stick legs. The triangular leg is on the front side. Pay attention here. The corners of the board with a rounded arc are the front side. Be sure to install it on the front. Align with one hole. Each cabinet leg needs to be screwed with at least 4 screws. You can fix other holes by yourself. There is also such a hole in the middle. Then there is another counter in the middle. Well, you can take a look at where this hole is. Install the cylindrical cabinet legs. Due to variations in batches, the positions of the reserved holes may differ. You can install them according to your specific needs. In this way, cabinet legs are installed. The cylindrical cabinet legs are adjustable in height. Well, put our base plate and this top plate. Turn it over and use black screws. Install the eccentric screw into the reserved hole. Install the corresponding number of eccentric screws according to the number of reserved holes. Install the hinges onto this large round hole. Use 1.5 screws. The other one is also the same installation. Install door handles. Same thing. Use yellow flathead screw. Through the hole on split. Install door handles. Door is installed. Distinguish between the top, middle, and bottom pull-out boards. A large hole and a small hole. Then there is only one side slotted. This is the top pull-up board with a large through hole. There are grooves on both sides. This is a middle pull-out board. Then there is only one big round hole, only one single slot. Then there are no small holes. This is the bottom pull-out board. Next, find left panel. This panel with this doorstop is the left panel. Well, then find the top pull-up board. The top pull-up board is installed on the top of side board. This place near the edge, close to the doorstop from this upper side. This is the top. Then insert top pull-out board into black screw. Use eccentric wheels to secure it below. Pay attention here. The groove of pull bar faces inward. Align below the groove. Then go on to install the middle pull-out board. The same is also inserted into the eccentric wheel. Middle pull strip has a large hole. The large hole is farther from the lower side. This big hole. Then next install bottom pull-out board. Also use eccentric wheels for fixing. This groove faces inward. Align this groove in lower part. Holes facing outside. Next, install flip doors. Insert into the small hole in side panel. Use this short head of iron shaft. All 3 door leaves are installed the same. And let's look at that. Because what we just put below is the left side panel. So door leaf is facing left. The door leaf opens to the left. You can take a look. This doorstop is the part that blocks brackets. Next, install our side panel middle ring. Found the middle ring body we just installed. This one with the slide rail faces up this side, also aligned with the metal pivot. In this way, the middle ring body is installed. Only one doorstop has this side facing up. You can take a look. Go to our back and screw us long. Install the screws for this hole at the back, divided into 3 types. You can use any of it. Fix it to the inside of middle ring. Just use whichever one is included in the parts package. Fix like this. Next, install back sheet. Found 2 very thin large boards and ventilation holes. Just break this ventilation hole open. Buckle it into big round holes with a thin back plate. Insert the thin back panels into the grooves between the pull panels. After installing it, pat this sheet. Make the bottom of the sheet also snap into the groove. The back panel will protrude slightly. This is normal. The other sheet is also installed in the same way. In this way, the installation of back sheet is completed. Next, install right ring body. Find 2 of these little baffles first and stand it up on this metal ring. Play a supporting role. Find right side panel. Insert the eccentric screw into the hole on the side of the pull panel. After installing right side panel, you can take a look at the back. It's the same. Stuck on upper side panel. Put this groove of this thick plate. Please ensure the back panel is fully inserted into the groove and the side panel is completely flushed with the back pane. Install the eccentric wheels into all the holes on the backs of the corresponding pull bars. Next, install top and bottom base plate. Well, when it was first installed, you can put 2 of these little boards underneath. Play a supporting role. Well, if you forget it at first, You can put it behind that. Then find the top plate. Align the installation with holes. Then use eccentric wheels. The inside of shoe cabinet is the same. Install eccentric wheels. Then the lower part is to open the door leaf. Also on the same installation. Then there are holes in it. In this way, we have completed the installation on the top panel. Next, install lower panel. It is the same method as the top panel installation. Align with the holes. Insert eccentric screw. Fix it. After installing base plate, it is also to put the hole at the back in front of us. The front inner hole. Just screw on with eccentric wheels. And then the underside is opening our door leaf. Then you can see that there are holes. Screw on eccentric wheels. After installing our upper and lower base plates, lift it up. Pay attention here when holding the cabinet. Lift it up gently. Don't hold this cabinet leg. Then find the drawer. First, pull out the slide rails on the cabinet and align them with the slide rails on the side of the drawer. Then install. Well, this way the drawer is installed. This is what it looks like. The installed slide rail looks like this. Find the door. Likewise, use 1.5 screws to align. Well, there are 2 small holes in the side panels. There are also 2 small holes on the lower side. Use 1.5 screws to install. Sometimes the door leaf is not adjusted evenly. It's adjustable. Inside this one, this screw and this outer side, both screws can be adjusted to each other. The same goes for the underside. You can adjust our door leaf. Next, find baffle nails. This particular little arm nail on the side of our door leaf. There are many of these small holes. Install this baffle on both sides. This can be based on your own needs. Just install it and take the little baffle. This is the anti-tip device. Use this yellow one with this spike. Pass the pull-up bar. Go through this hole. Fix the yellow plastic to the wall with a power drill. Then screw into this yellow plastic. That's it. Since the cabinet is relatively thin and prone to tipping over, we recommend securing the shoe cabinet to the wall. This will be more stable.